Hello and welcome back to the greatest travel show in the history of planet Earth. This is American Classic Tour TV. I'm your host, JD Conroy, and on today's episode, we are going to be previewing or releasing our third tour of 2021. But before we do that, we have our second rendition of our new segment, American Classic News. And what we're trying to do here, we premiered this last episode on episode 21, is we just want to keep you in the loop on a week or bi-weekly basis as to any updates you should be aware of, any news here with us at American Classic Tour. So first up, we have a reminder, the available tour TV discounts. Now, we've already premiered or released two tours coming in 2021. That is our Hawaii tour coming next February and our Florida Keys tour coming next February. Now, we've released these over the past few weeks. The exclusive tour TV discount to save $200 off is March 1st. So if you sign up for either of those two trips by March 1st, you'll save $200. So that's just a reminder about that. The second piece of news is that we are, for the first time, we're doing a mini catalog, okay? We're calling it our 2021 Winter Mini Catalog. It has our first 9 tours of 2021. We just finished it a few days ago, and it should be arriving at your mailbox probably about 3 weeks from now. So we just wanted to give you a heads up. Keep an eye out on your mailbox. And the last bit of news here at American Classic Tours is that yesterday, February 16th, was a special day because it was my mom, Sheila Conroy's birthday. Okay, some of you probably know Sheila from traveling with her. She's one of our tour directors, but most of you probably know her if you call in to make a reservation or a payment, or if you have a question about a tour. Sheila's often the one who answers the phones here at American Classic Tours. So I have a favor to ask you. If you happen to call in over the next week to make a payment or a reservation, or if you have a question about a tour and Sheila picks up, make sure you say happy birthday, and make sure you say that JD told you to say happy birthday. So thanks for doing that in advance. I need some brownie points. Okay, on to today's episode. So on today's show, we're going to be previewing our third new tour release for 2021. And folks, this is a good one. It's our Southern California tour coming up next February in 2021. Now, before we get into the itinerary, I just want to let you know, this is another exclusive tour TV discount. Remember, if you sign up by March 1st, you'll save $200 per reservation on this tour. Okay, so as we take a look at this tour to Southern California, the first question I want to answer is, what makes this tour special? Or of all the different American Classic tours you could go on, why choose this one? Well, first of all, it's a perfect warm weather winter escape. Okay, it's right at this time of year in the middle of February. You know how it feels outside, especially if you're from the Midwest, that you can escape to sunny Southern California. And it's not just any tour to Southern California. We see the best of the best. It features 3 fascinating Californian cities: Los Angeles, Palm Springs, and San Diego. It features 2 presidential libraries, the Reagan Presidential Library and the Nixon Presidential Library, and it features 1 national park, Joshua Tree National Park. So these 3 things, the fascinating cities, the presidential libraries, and the national park, it's really unique to have that combination of attractions on a tour. Okay, so let's take a look at the itinerary. Like any American Classic tour, your tour will begin with a free home pickup at your front door. Your limousine driver will bring you to the airport, where you'll be met curbside by an American Classic Tour staff member who will lead you inside to a private group airline check-in where you'll meet your tour director and the rest of your group. Together, we will fly to Los Angeles, where we will begin our tour by taking you straight from LAX or from the airport right over to the Pacific Ocean at the Manhattan Beach Pier. And we're doing this because we want to start the tour with a bang. We want you to lay your eyes on the Pacific Ocean right from the start of the tour. On day 2, we'll take a full day guided tour of Los Angeles with our local guide, Kurt. Now, at American Classic Tours, we believe that this combination, great tour directors plus premier local guides, is what really brings a destination to life and ultimately leads to a successful tour. Now, your tour director is a person like me, or Jamie, or Suzette, or Joe, or Mary, who's with you from American Classic Tours from the beginning of the tour to the very end of your tour. And they're running all the logistics and really attending to any special needs you might have. But along the way, we also are joined by premier local guides who are from the destinations we're visiting. And it's their job to give you that in-depth factual knowledge and really bring the destination to life. So it's this combination, having that tour director who's really running the tour and the premier local guide who's providing that factual information that really brings the tour to life. And Kurt Our local guide in Los Angeles is no exception to this rule. He's phenomenal. After my first full day guided tour with Kurt, I felt like I knew more about Los Angeles than the city I'm from, Chicago. I mean, he took us around to see, and he will take us around to see the Cathedral of Our Lady of the Angels, the Walt Disney Concert Hall. We'll take a guided tour of Hollywood, and we'll see the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the Dolby Theater, the Chinese Grauman Theater, and we'll visit the historic center of Los Angeles, Olvera Street. Some other tour highlights we'll experience when we're in the Los Angeles area include a Warner Brothers studio tour, which is really neat to go behind the scenes and see how some of Hollywood's greatest films have been made over the years. We'll take a ferry ride to Catalina Island, which is located about 20 miles off the coast of Southern California. This is a beautiful, beautiful island. It was actually purchased in 1919 by William Wrigley, and believe it or not, it was home to Cubs spring training from 1921 to 1951. We'll learn all about the history of this island on a guided tour, and of course, you'll have plenty of free time to relax and enjoy the sunshine and the beauty of the island. We'll also make our way north of Los Angeles to Simi Valley to visit the Reagan Presidential Library. Now, we're big fans of presidential libraries here at American Classic Tours, and of all these modern presidential libraries, Reagan's, at least from an architectural standpoint, is perhaps the most impressive. It's situated right there on that mountain. It's that big building in Simi Valley surrounded by avocado groves. It's just a breathtaking location. And you'll have a chance to, relive the 80s, the Reagan era, and his Air Force One is actually located at his museum, and you can go inside, tour that as well. Next, we'll make our way to the beautiful desert oasis of Palm Springs. When we get into Palm Springs, we'll check into the lovely Renaissance Resort, which sits nestled in the San Jacinto mountain range. It's got a lovely pool, wonderful amenities, and of course, a clean, comfortable, modern room for you to enjoy. We'll take a guided tour of Palm Springs. We'll learn about the history of this desert oasis, and we'll do some celebrity home sightseeing. We'll go to the very top of Mount San Jacinto on a beautiful aerial tram ride. We'll visit the Living Desert Museum to see exotic wildlife such as giraffes. And then we'll visit a real highlight of this tour, which is Joshua Tree National Park. Now, Joshua Tree is known for its unique desert vegetation, especially its Joshua trees, which is pictured right here, and its unique geological formations, okay? And of all the national parks I've been to, Joshua Tree might be the most unique. It has almost like an eerie, sort of spooky feel to it, but it's also a very beautiful national park. It's one every American should see. We'll depart Palm Springs and we'll make our way to Orange County, California, where we'll visit the Nixon Presidential Library. This museum does a phenomenal job of telling the story of Nixon's presidency, but also the fascinating time period in which he rose to power, the late 60s and early 1970s. From there, we'll enjoy beautiful scenic travel along Southern California's coast to our third city that we'll be visiting on this tour, San Diego. Now, San Diego is known for having some of the best weather in the world. It's a beautiful city. We'll take a guided tour of the city featuring Balboa Park, and you'll also have a choice to visit either San Diego SeaWorld or its famous zoo to see its polar bears and its panda bears. So folks, that's our tour to Southern California coming next February. Now let's take a look at all that is included. A free home pickup and return, private group airline check-in, round-trip airfare and one check bag, 8 nights deluxe hotel accommodations, 16 meals, 8 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and 6 dinners. All attractions, tours, and admissions are included in the price of your tour. Luggage handling throughout your tour is included. All tips and taxes are included. The services of premier local guides and of an American Classic tour director are included in the price of your tour. There is limited space available on this tour. We do anticipate that this tour will sell out, so make sure you don't delay. If you're interested in signing up, make sure you sign up sooner rather than later. If you're ready to join us, the prices and the travel insurance rates are listed here. If you're not from the greater Chicagoland area, we offer what we call land-only prices. It's the full tour package, and we just take out the cost of the airfare out of the price of the tour. So if you're from Dallas or New York City or Portland or wherever you're from and you'd like to inquire about this tour, just give us a call at 847-548-3333 for more information. Again, to make a reservation, call 847-548-3333 to make your reservation. There's an $1,000 deposit due with your reservation, and the final payment date is November 1st. Just a final reminder, there is an exclusive Tour TV discount. If you sign up for this tour by March 1st, you can save $200 off your reservation. To see a full itinerary, visit amclassictours.com/Southern California. Thanks everybody for tuning in to this episode of American Classic Tour TV. We'll see you next time.